Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are officially starting D.League, the 2023-2024 season. If you don't know what D.League is, it is one of the first, if not the only, professional dance league. So it does placate similarly to how, League of Legends or professional gaming circuits work. D.League is like that for dance. I am so excited to take a look at these crew previews. We have 13 crews to look at, and I don't know if I can make it through all of them without dying. We will see. It's gonna be great though. As of right now, they are preparing for round 4 or match 4 of the whole series of season, because they do, I think, a series of around 12 to 13 rounds, and then whoever qualifies top 6 gets to participate in the championship. And all of these crews are sponsored by companies, just like professional gaming crews are. And I think that's why I'm excited, because it's such a different format than other crews that I'm normally used to seeing from other shows. So without further ado, we're gonna take a look at these crew previews. Let's go. First one is avex Royal Brats.
Yeah, yeah. Are you ready? 3, 2, come on now. 固まった心からだ。ほどいたら It's my showtime. Oh, I wanna get freedom. I wanna get freedom. 秘密の扉が開くのさ。Now check it out. I know you what you want to do. 従順な仮面剥がしてよ baby.
What a great way to introduce all of your members of your crew. Come on. Love it.
Let me know you get it all. Let me know you get it all. 1, 2, 3, come on now. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Such a fun party vibe. Hey. Love that Shamrock variant right there with everybody. Yeah. Wow. So fun. Wow. I am such a fan of that. Okay, so I'm trying to look to see who our dancers are. Hutakura. Shiggy, I know Shiggy. Okay, and there's what's interesting is some of these crews have people that I have followed on Instagram, and that's where I've been hearing this from, is from their pages. And Shiggy's legit, man. I am such a fan of him. And there was another one, I think they're from the whenever we get there, we'll know. But I kind of feel like for these previews, we just kind of want to absorb, get initial thoughts, but not really start the analysis until we see like a round on stage, because they have a round 0 of just showcases. I think here we just get to see their overall aesthetic. I would say I love the suits. I love the usage of their overall vibes. It feels funk is going to be really playing a role. They matched the tone very well. They didn't do too much here. It was very tasteful to just the overall venue. Really like the camera cinematography. It's much simpler. And I really feel like this was more so just for fun. Like, it felt like for fun. It didn't feel as competitive, which I think was kind of the point of this. So yeah, I know normally I go back and I do an analysis, but I think because I'm going to be very quickly getting into round 0, this is just a really great way for me to be introduced to the groups and their overall how they want to present themselves. So this is super cool. I like the fact that it's mixed genders as well for this one, where you have men and women. because it'll be fun, because it's different dynamics that you can bring to the table depending on who's on your team. So I think that's super cool. We're going to go ahead and let's get into the next one immediately. Here we go.
MONOLIZ.
This is MONOLIZ.
MONOLIZ.
They got their own theme song.
Fire. MONOLIZ has gotta get a fire.
Wow.
You're gonna get it on fire. Stronger.
Their whacking is going to be so good. Their Vogue is going to be so good.
Fire. Be stronger. More passion. Fire. MONOLIZ is gonna get a fire. You wanna fire?
Yes!
Fire.
Look at that watch, the transitions. Their whole cutting sequence at the beginning was freaking sick. Yes, with the levels. If this is their preview, I'm going to die when I see their round 0. I swear to you. Wow. Wow. Goodness gracious. So they're going to be diving heavier into definitely into the more feminine styles like Vogue and whacking very heavily. We're going to see a lot of tutting as well. So compared to, because I've only seen one other group at this point, I feel that they bring something very different to the table. I feel like depending on the week and depending on the match is going to determine how they do and who they're against. I don't know if they have themes or anything like that. I really did try my best to look up the criteria, how judges judge, how the audience judges. Is it just a straight who brought the best, whatever, regardless of concept? So there's a lot of those factors, and I think here they're definitely going to have that more. It's going to be powerful in a very different way than what we were seeing from our first group. And, but honestly though, I really feel like the more I'm going to be watching these, the more I get to just really appreciate the overall color and aesthetic of the crew here. Very powerful. They're very known. I feel like they know themselves very well, and they know how to hone in and really utilize each other to bring each other to the next level or showcase whatever concept they want to come across as. So, like in this case, I love the fact that we even have a song for them, you know, like they spelled it out, and it's just the color grading and everything overall was very, very tasteful. So, I mean, it's just the amount of just this little section. There's only one section I really want to touch on here, because remember, like I said, I really don't want to like overanalyze these because I got round 0 to look at. That whole little section there, that variant that they did here with the bleed over with the tuts was freaking gorgeous. Like that was so nice. And red's always risky. It's any pop of color is gonna run a bigger risk, especially when you have it on your hands, because it really makes us want to see. We see all the nooks and crannies of your hands more so than if it was just your skin tone. Also, very interesting choice too that they went with like a full nude. For a certain section. This right here, like a full nude unitard. I am not used to seeing that. So it has a bit of sensualness about it, because this side right here, we literally, like, we don't see anything, but also it's the exact color of their skin tone. So it's very, it has a risque, like a classy risque-ness about it, which I think is totally right up their alley. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they bring to the table with it as we see these matches. Goodness gracious. Next one. CyberAgent Legit. Here we go. I got a whole little. Oh, I love this so much.
これから始まる未開の深夜 Beats make keep a step また新たな世界を見つける言わずもがなどわかんだろ半端なくてどこまでだってど文句あんなら見せてみるよ Original upload ハハスティカーついてこれんなら来いこのアナザーレボが空気を振るわほら変幻自在のフットワークまたどっかで
They're all so different.
Do you wanna step to the
Whoa! Such a chill vibe, even though we have zombies framing us. Okay! So it looks like they got a mixed bag of different types of people, just like the first crew, which is really fun. I feel like they're going to be able to bring a lot more to the table instead of having a super refined style that they hone in on. Yeah. Beautiful color grading on this. Woo! Okay, with the smoke bombs, we see that. Yeah, that was so fun. Yes, let the zombies dance with you. They got a sense of humor. It makes me excited to see what kind of concepts they explore. So good! That was so fun. And we're not done yet. This is so good. That was so fun. So far, we've seen 3 very different groups. And that's what makes this so freaking wild. I think each one's gonna have their own strengths and weaknesses, right? Of course, they got that zombie theme. It really feels like we have a band of misfits who are here to save the day. But also just this killed me right here. You notice with the zombies just framing them beautifully as they're hunched over on their railing and they're just living their best life. I swear, it's just the energy for me is so good. It's very comical, and I feel like based on just thumbnails that I've seen from the matches, I feel like concept can really help, especially with your audience. And I know that you're able to do concepts in these matchups, but once again, for some reason they just don't disclose, or I just haven't been able to find is if you can just do whatever you want, just whoever you're up against, trying to do something that's going to one up whoever somebody else is going to bring, just kind of depends on the match or the round. But just seeing this whole thing, the color grading is awesome. It really felt super thorough and thought through. Felt like a music video. And I love that we get to kind of see, like, CyberAgent Legit, like, that's a company, and they're representing, it's a whole thing. But just, it's nice to be able to at least be exposed to their names, so I have an idea of who I'm gonna be used to seeing on the stage, because I also know this as well. They only have 8 people that are on the stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So some crews have more than 8 people, but I know that you have to have, I think it's like 8 people, and sometimes you're able to have a special dancer that can special guest in your set, but there's certain criteria that they have to meet to make sure that they're not used as a regular member. Like, I really did a deep dive on how this competition works, or this circuit works, because I think it makes it way more fun, and it helps me understand exactly what I'm looking at too. This was just so fun though. I mean, I can't wait to see the stage versions of what these crews have to offer, but it is really fun to get a taste like this. And I know a lot of people, like my Patreon especially, some of you guys have never heard of this before, and I'm excited that we get to grow in this particular realm of the dance industry together, because I've never heard of a professional dance crew league before, and this is definitely going to be I think it's going to be really fun for a lot of us. So we're going to go ahead, let's take a look at the next one. Wow. Dip battles. Love the outfit, the fits on this. Yes! The graininess of it. Wow. A little bit of lock. That was cool. Really cool cinematography there. So I think every crew gets their own song. It's really what it feels like. Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! Duh! That was so good. My lead, I'm assuming this is my leader right here. Holy guacamole. His movement quality was, oh my, like, that one got me some goosies on that one. Hold on. Umi, Lil Bean, Jilly J, Team Advisor, Whom. Wow. So I mean, my initial thoughts on this one was freaking wild. I think they took the more dance, you know, like a dance concept route, but it was really nice to showcase. And I think their cinematography is freaking sick on this too, because they were able to ride the musicality of the music by reversing shots or glitching the shots. That was so cool. I think one of the best parts for me personally, this little section right here, we're gonna kind of admire this. Just my guy right here, look at this. The lanky legato, I think it's that right there, this right here. His switch between going in reverse and going forward, the fact is it was tricky to catch, which shows you how amazingly captivating his movement quality is. That part was sick. And then having him come right back up, and then having this cut too was really cool. Having each dancer and they switch them out was really nice. Matches the music great, so they definitely also have a mixed bag. So far, I would say all the crews have multiple genres represented, with the exception of not the exception, with the exception of our Whacking and Vogue crew. That one is really centered and specialized. But here I feel like the other crews are going to run into a problem that crew will not, which is that crew knows how to hone in on their craft, and they have everybody competent within that particular style, so they'll do very well within that realm. And these, they'll run into the problem of making sure everybody's cohesive with each other. But I also don't know, because these guys are professional. This is a professional crew, so this is a completely new area. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just to the fact that this is a completely new area of the dance industry that I've never I've never been exposed to in my life. And it's so overwhelmingly incredible to just be here. I feel like a giddy child on Christmas that I get to just dive into this. And I kind of just I just want to enjoy these. I think I don't want to dive into them and look at them analytically yet. I think this is like my last little childlike wonder of this type of franchise, because this is the only time that I'll be able to look at D.League like this for the first time and really understand what caliber we're looking at. But this was super fun. I may, part of me, I'm going to try not to pick like favorites because I really want to try to stay objective. I think there's something really fun about all of them, but I'm going to try my best as I react to the entire circuit to try to remain objective and not be like, oh, that's my favorite crew, I want them to win. I feel like I want to find pros and cons of all of the crews because none of the crews are perfect, but this was so fun. This was so good. Next one, here we go. Down the rabbit hole. This one is DYM Messengers. Love it. They got the old school rock and bounce vibes. Come on. If Wolflow was a Japanese crew, it'd be this vibe right here. Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. Got some locking, some whacking, some breaking, some hip hop. We got the whole funk in here and prison. Getting a little bit of house. This is a whole package right here. Oh, they make this look so freaking easy, and we all know it is not. Oh, this is the most heavy in the dance content out of all of them, though, I will say. The other ones relied way more on the cinematography. This one was just straight. There's just straight movement. That was awesome. Okay, here we go. Yasmin, Masato. Man. So that was so, it's like I said, so a lot of you, we all watched the Street Fighter series together, and this feels very much like if Wolflow was in the league, man. This would be the crew for them, DYM Messengers. And I love the overlap of just being able to, because I've analyzed crews like Wolflow extensively at this point, it makes me excited to kind of see that overlap already taking place here. I love this build out that they did, makes it having a little bit of that some breaking moments. And like I said, I've said so far, pretty much all the groups are mixed gender and they're co-ed. And I think that's super different too, compared to a lot of the other shows that we watch, because like Street Woman Fighters, all women, a Street Man Fighter, all men, and a lot of K-pop groups, most are going to be either all female or all male. So having a dance crew, I do know there are a lot of dance crews that have both men and women in them, but it's really nice for an entire league so far. I mean, I'm not saying that this is what the case is, but I feel like so far most, if not all, have guys and girls in them. So I think that's super cool. This is such a different pocket, and I feel like they have just as much pros and cons as everybody else. I'm curious about what kind of concepts they're going to explore, because maybe complexity of their choreography who knows, you know, based on here, it really read Wolf Flow to me. And because I'm being exposed to these crews in this way, it's going to help me be able to understand, okay, what does it look like on a stage version equivalence of what they bring conceptually? Is it pretty on par with how they are identifying as a crew? Or is it more so just a concept that they did and they can really just replicate anything and we don't really know what this crew's like? You know, I kind of feel like this is a really fun way to kind of get exposed to them. But we're going to go ahead. Let's watch the next one. Let's go. Full cast, RAISERZ.
Jump frag, we grab, 勝つだけこのスタンス 1-1 せずたみらせ be back ワビカがつなぐタスクメイド in Japan Raise up, そうさせね Black and white 染め放つんだ Bang King we crown 神に返す Fame
They're a crow crew! With breaking! Oh my god! Yo! Yeah!
OG ライン刻も馬張りしの集合体かけてきたこれに全て飛んだ壁もパブし覆した上下けどもみにを過去ラボテスト繰り返し上げるフェーズと成功
Oh my god!
狙うネクステージ全部星の白終わりの旅始まっていく旅に次は終わりはないまた立つチャンスない誰が似合うと今でもねえしょ今書き換えろずっと綴る New Pain Okay, 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 no play, no play, no game, all day it's back Raise D.League No play, okay, 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 no play, no play, no game
Oh, they went there. Okay. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Twigs. LIFULL, Hall of Fame, Feet Naked. Full cast RAISERZ. Oh lord. Signature move choreographer, full cast RAISERZ director, Masashi Shibata. Like, my guys. Yo, I wasn't. See, what's really funny is I literally just said I think it was so cool to have men and women, and then we have this all-guy crew come in, but it was freaking amazing. It was like, felt like Prime Kings Reloaded is what this felt like to me. It was so good. I mean, I feel like just overall notes on it, they took a more rock approach, and I really loved the usage of the crowd. The crowd play on that was super cool. They gave him a purpose, you know, just like the zombies of our other crew. That was super fun. And each crew has a different, like, aesthetic about them. And I know that a lot of these crews have been competing in the league for, you know, like NFL or, you know, League of Legends. There's a lot of gaming teams, you know, and they've been in the circuits for a few years now. And so it is really cool to see this. Like, just... This is my, you know, this is my first exposure to this world, and it's, I'm just being, like, very honest with you. I've just never, it's been a very long time since I've been exposed to a completely new side of the dance world. Like, there's, like, TV shows and stuff, but understanding a crew format's one thing, but, like, I've never done anything like this before. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. Just this energy right here, I mean, honestly... bless it. That energy, they built that very well there. But this build out that they're doing right here, we need to watch this in HD. I don't know why this is it. We need like enhanced. I pay for premium, give me my enhanced to 1080p. But looking, there's a certain particular part where this just builds so freaking strong. This right here. Oh my gosh, do you feel the energy right there? Imagine it live. Like, that was so strong and so powerful. And they kept going and going and going. And then they finished it the way they wanted to finish it. And it went, boom. Like, they just popped off. And it was very exciting to watch. And it just makes me, it just keeps getting better and better, guys. Like, I mean, the first crew was awesome. This crew is awesome too. And all of them are awesome in their own ways. And it makes me feel like I just can't wait. Why should I pick? I should just root for all of them. All of them are great so far. But I mean, let's just go ahead and get into the next one. This is too good. Oh, KADOKAWA Dreams. I know a couple members on this one. Come on, come on. That's the one that I know. I know him. Not from TikTok. I know he's very popular on TikTok. I know him from, just from the West Coast. Yeah. Good to see color now. Oh my god. Okay, so I know Satsuki. He's the one out of all of them that I actually got exposed to this world was from him specifically. So if we all end up, you know, having a life change experience with the show, we can all thank him, because I would not know that this existed if I did not see him promote it on Instagram. Like, good God, this is so, it's so good. Like, the content was freaking great. We see a lot, more of a contemporary influence too. We see that they're very, I would say, they're one of the few that has this really very clean, but also they can be very sporadic in their movement, but they're very clean in it, which makes it so otherworldly, you know? And I think just seeing all of them be able to showcase themselves, and I love the black and white, the color grading on that, super sick. And then you don't realize it's all in black and white until they show the color. This is what this reminds me of where you have those who are on the official team are in blue, and then those who are in white are kind of like the up-and-comer trainees. You know, it's what it gives off, that energy, which just shows you how a well-oiled machine this crew looks. You know, it makes me very excited to see what they bring to the table, and I'm excited to see Satsuki as a member of the crew and actually see him perform with his group, because I've never seen him dance in a group before. I've always seen him showcase as a soloist, so this will be really fun for me. I will say this though, side note, because there was Shiggy from another crew we had recently just looked at. Shiggy and Satsuki, they did a collab class at Snow Glow Perspective. It was a few months ago. I think it was during the off season. And they did it there, and I saw the choreo and the combo. My brain exploded just at the sheer quality and caliber of what that choreo was. It makes you like, there's certain types of choreographies that make you think, how is it possible for someone to teach this? You know, and for me, because I analyze choreography a lot, I mean, I do it a lot outside of YouTube and Patreon and just these videos, but I do it a lot now, especially a lot more nowadays. And with HHI training, I had to do it a lot as part of studying as well for that. I don't get to kind of get mind blown in that way as often as I wish I could, you know, because it's a really fun dopamine rush. But his and Shiggy's choreos specifically gave me that, like, WTF, you know. So I'm excited to see him rep with his crew, because I know he's probably not the only powerhouse in his crew. There's a chance he may just be average, which makes my mind blown. But this was such a really great representative of the team, and it makes me very, I mean, I feel like a broken record, very excited to see what these crews look like on stage. Next one, let's go. KOSÉ 8 Rocks. So maybe they didn't have a good season as much, maybe? D.League presents, here we go. Maybe they're a team of breakers. That's what's coming across right now. Okay, with the sturdy, I see you. Yeah, it is. Yo. This is another specialized crew. We had a voguing and whacking one. Just kidding, they can do. Oh my god, that was cool. Oh my god! This is freaking sick! We gotta talk about the phrases that they're holding. That is so freaking good. So good. Yo. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. So just like we had already seen with one of the groups, they are heavily specialized in whacking and vogue, and a lot of them are mixed bag. One of them is way more like giving that Wolflow energy. One was giving a more Pride Kings energy here. Breaking through and through. I'm so excited just at how they're going to creatively integrate breaking within this realm of the show, because it's just so captivating to see the creativity of, you know, because hip-hop had breaking. Breaking was first. The first street style was hip-hop. which was breaking. And so being able to see that kind of thrive and innovate and continue to do that is such an enrichment of heritage within hip hop in and of itself. So I think out of all the groups, this one I'm the most curious about on a creativity aspect, on how they're going to utilize their tricks to still be captivating, hold their own against the more technical ones who do more of the funk styles or who do more of the intricate new school innovations of choreography. I'm very curious about that. But that freeze with that camera cinematography at the end was disgusting. Let's take another look back just for the sheer beauty of it. This right here. This was not slowed down. This was in real time. Like, come on. I mean, you can tell they're holding it, but good God, some of their positions are not easy to hold, especially right here in this middle. Goodness gracious. I love it, and I love it. I love it. And it also feels like they're coming out for a more redemptive arc for themselves, because it looks like they really didn't do that great in comparison to as they could. I don't know. Remember, this is my first taste of D.League, and this will not be the last. I feel like I'm going to be a lifelong indulger of this circuit for as long as it exists. But this was freaking sick. I'm hopeful to be able to see, just understand these organizations more, because I just feel like this is gonna rock. This is already rocking my world, and I hope it's rocking yours too, because this is so different than any other TV show that we could watch or competition circuit. This is a league, man. Like, my brain still hasn't wrapped my head around that yet, because we don't have this in America at all, you know. So I think, like, I'm in for to just be destroyed mentally, and I can't wait. Let's go ahead and watch the next one. Let's do it. This is LIFULL Alt Rhythm.
Gravity ain't stopping me from lifting up high. And nothing's weighing me down the ground, no, no. Bring me down.
Yo, this is like a freaking Black Friday shopping commercial is what this feels like. Shot right here. And
be at top of this game, just watch me shine. My brother sis is always right by my side. Right by my side. Story. Never skip the beat I made for this.
So freaking fun! Yo, that looks like a commercial. Like, that's so freaking cool. Who do we have on here? Chihiro, Junpei, Hamada. I feel like with every crew, there's at least one or two people that I recognize the name, but I don't like know them, because I didn't see this show from their Instagrams or from this side or the other. But like, that was so different than what I was expecting, which just makes it so fun. I really like their uniforms, especially because it does give off that school kind of like environment or vibe about it, you know? I really am a fan of it because of the draping in the back, like the cape, and it just feels very playful. And it just, yeah, this right here, this screams like, you know, when Red Bull gives you wings, or what is it, like Nike or JCPenney is what this gives. And I would totally buy whatever they're selling, that is for sure. So mission accomplished. I'm excited about this one because it's definitely, they took a different approach to a track like that that I wasn't expecting at all. That beginning was really fun and so well done. And then they bleeded over into what they did in the forest. And I'm definitely a fan whenever you use nature's elements to your advantage. And I just love the entire aesthetic of that. It just makes me intrigued on how these crews are going to translate these aesthetics onto the stage. I don't know what to expect because I've never, like I said, I've never experienced anything like this before. And the fact that I've been exposed to so much in my life and I've never experienced this really speaks volumes on just the innovation of what this is. And my brain isn't braining about it right now, and I think that's okay because I'm just here enjoying these. I'm not quite analyzing them yet. I'm gonna have plenty of matches to do that, but boy howdy, that was fun. Next one, let's go. Here we are. Medical Concierge. The moon. It gives me a God is a woman.
Say my name, I'm on.
Their blue outfits remind me of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire with those. This is fun. Starlight. This is screaming 2000s music video to me, and I think it's just vibing and nostalgia to me in a completely different way. But they got that new school choreographic flow though, I tell you what. Dance with me. Definitely funky. And this appears to be an all-female crew, which is very different than our Raiders, I think is who they were. Yeah. Nice, ladies. That was fun. It goes back to what I had been saying, that this is so different than everything else that we've seen from so many other groups. You know, this felt like it started out God is a Woman vibes from Ariana Grande or like Doja Cat, you know, like with that space, or Rain on Me with Lady Gaga and Ariana, right? And then it just turned into this 2000s, 1990s. You know, it just gave off that energy of I guess the type of track too, you know, and mixed with the CGI effects of it, and they took me on a trip, and it was fun seeing all the different elements, like being underwater. It's just so different than all the other concepts, which makes this so fun. There hasn't been a single one that looked similar to somebody else, whether it's in the style that they represent, or the costuming, or the concept that they're going for, things of the like. But like, goodness gracious, this is just so fun. I mean, I will say, you know, this right here, this does give me more of that it's a little bit of aespa, but I haven't seen aespa, like I haven't analyzed any aespa or watched any music videos. I've just seen like excerpts, and it's like the SM CGI vibes of space. It reads off like this, but also Harry Potter, the all it's the all-female school from the Harry Potter series. But anyway, this was super fun. Yeah, Medical Concierge LIFULL. So I'm assuming it's a medical company that they are sponsored by, like that's the team. Which makes this so cool too. It's like not by sponsored by like somebody like me. It's sponsored by in America, it'd be the equivalent of AT&T sponsoring a team. Like, this is what this feels like. I'm like, yo, this is so cool. Oh man, or like NASCAR, you know how NASCAR's got all those sponsors. These teams got these sponsors. Like, come on. This is so cool. Man, next one. Let's go. SEGA SAMMY Looks. Is this an all-boy group? Nope, we got some ladies in here too. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, technique. Okay.
It's a dream, stay go, stay go. Nothing less, nothing less. It's a dream, stay go, stay go.
Stay go.
Nothing less, I guess. Yes, I plan to fade. I'll never stop the flame.
I'm loving the vibes on this. Look at the draping sheet in the back.
Stay go, I thought dreams and the pain and I wish you well. And the best cold life, man, I wish you well.
Yeah.
Stay go, I thought dreams and the pain and I wish you well. Now I'm off to the next.
Yeah.
And I wish you well.
Energy. Like, it's such a vibe.
Wish you well. Just stay go, stay go.
Man, SEGA SAMMY Looks. Part of me, I feel like I need to write these down to some degree and just to figure out what kind of companies these actually are. Because I bet that would bring like a little sense of humor to this, where it's like, SEGA SAMMY Looks, we sell toilet paper, and this is, you know, and they have this freaking great set to promote their brand. You know, I think like the part of me is like, I need to figure out what these, I know a lot of them are investment firms and a lot of them vibe more so in that realm, but just overall, like I've already been saying this entire time, if you notice that everybody's got a different perspective or different, you know, vibes about it. This for me feels like we're selling, you could sell a phone. You could sell the freaking phone book to me. Sell me those sunglasses. I would buy whatever they have, honestly. Just seeing the energy on this, I want that bicycle. And I feel like this is the perfect marketing. You know, if you think about it, a lot of dancers get utilized for commercial work. If there's companies that sell a product that is one where you would need commercials for, you have your base, you know, you have your people, your models that you would use to make this happen. Like, I think that's super cool just to have this. And I bet that they get a lot of work out of not only being on the team, but they probably have other parts of their contract that they have to do. Maybe. I don't know the logistics. Remember that this is a very new world for me, but I feel very quickly it's just going to be one of my go-to ones to really try to be in the know on, you know. I don't see myself skipping out on this anytime soon. Like, I'm gonna be playing catch up, but once I'm caught up, I'm gonna be in it. It's really what my gut's telling me right now. Just like I am with the Street Fighter series, and like I am with Street Dance China. Like, I got Korea, Japan, and China all represented, and I'm really excited about that. Everybody gets some love from the dance world. The energy here, the ciphers were super dope, and I feel like just the sets were really nice. They just feel so it's just the vibes on this one. It's really, this one really did read sell me anything and I'd probably buy it. Just like I'd say the last one really gave off that energy, but it just felt like an experience of like a shopping mall. Here it's a more like that luxury brands. I'd be like, absolutely, let Black Friday come along. I got you. This was freaking great. Let's watch. Do we have any more? We do. We still have more. Guys, we have more. We have more. This is so fun. SEPTENI Raptures. SEPTENI Raptures. Insane blue. What kind of concept are we vibing with here? This song sounds like BY's B.O. Got It To Sway, doesn't it? Oh! Oh, we got breaking, we got house. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, we got lucky, we got pumping! That choreo right there. Oh my god. Honestly, the main thing that threw me off initially is it sounds like B, what got it to do it from BY. That is my only note with that. But everything else about it was like, yo, you know? Let me see. Ton, Tora, Sakura, Yumi, Haruto. Like, yo, that was freaking sick. The color grading. Now, I'm a sucker for some good color grading, and I think it was this section in particular. I felt this way when I watched, I think it was 1 Million from Street Man Fighter when they did their Muse of Street Man Fighter. This right here, that color grading, they could have freaking just stood there and I would have just freaked out. I mean, look at this. Look at, oh, just the color grading is so impressive. It makes me want to learn, like, because of course I naturally have to get better and better at video editing in order to be more efficient at doing stuff like these types of videos. And I feel like I'm able to appreciate concept videos more if I can figure out the engineering behind how they get certain shots. But the energy is so freaking strong on all of this. The build-ups, even with some of their breaking, because notice with my guy, he did more a little bit of house. This right here, and then he kept going. Like, that was what killed me. Boom, and then he just kept, in the camera, it kind of, like, here's your bar, okay, we met it, and then we're gonna push you over the edge. That's what that felt like to me, and I think that's what really caused me to, like, have this is just so, I feel like a kid in a candy store right now. Like, this is gonna be Christmas every day for me. just the quality and the caliber of these routines that we're looking at, and even just from a conceptual side, this is not their best stuff we're gonna be seeing. This is just a freaking preview of what we're gonna be dying in our brains about, you know. And just the quality of movement is great. Their synchronicity was fabulous. Their costuming was cool. Really great tone set for them. I'm like, what in the world is this company? You know, like, what do they sell? Do they sell like reptiles? I don't know, you know, maybe nail supplies. But anyway, this is freaking sick. And just the team, like, I could totally see myself repping a D.League gear. If they have D.League gear, I may get some just for the sake of me wearing it. So I really feel like I'm a part of what's going on. This is freaking dope AF. And I'm just and all the crews have these and they're all different. It makes me really, really excited just to see all of this translate to stage. And I think I've said that almost every single time. And I know this is like a straight shot of reaction to all of them, but whoa, boy, howdy. Do we have any more? We do, I think. Right, yeah. Here we go. More. D.League presents Valuence INFINITIES. You got a freaking unicorn as your logo. Get out of town! Hey! Yo, they got that underground aesthetic about them. I love it. Yeah, so they're appearing to be a breaking crew as well, which is similar to what we've already seen. But theirs have a more underground, more raw aesthetic about them. Is what it feels. Whoa! That is awesome. Yeah. Love it. They do give off that 1990s, like the track itself, that kind of vibe and aesthetic. Yeah. Steve Nicholas. Yo, like, I mean, this was cool. This gave definitely a more retro vibe, 90s vibe about it, Valuence INFINITIES, because of how they sang the track. It sounded like a jingle almost, which was super cool. And I feel that we're really looking at this and we're like, yo, this is legit, you know, because every single crew they're showcasing, they're representing an entire company or a brand. They're not just representing themselves, you know. So I think it's really cool that we're able to see them really be cohesive with each other, but it also doesn't feel like they're being forced into a persona. It's really what it feels like so far. Like, I feel like we get to see them be themselves within the realm of the brand or the company that they represent, which I think is very different than what I was expecting to. I was expecting them to have some sense of like a very more of a strict kind of way, like, you will come across this way and you will have to do this. I mean, it's either that is the case and they're just doing a really good job putting up a front, or it's kind of a collaborative effort, which I don't really expect a lot of times. So that was really fun. Like I've already mentioned, definitely more of an underground aesthetic about this group in particular. We got to see more moments, you know, than doing like a 2v2 setup. Each one getting to have a cipher, like just a really nice cipher moment. Having in the, you know, even the type of car that they use is definitely older. you know, some of the graininess of the film that they used. It does have that foundational VHS aesthetic, you know, and I think that is just as profoundly creative as seeing the previous one we just watched, or watching, you know, the full nude unitards and creating that sensual conservative aesthetic from another crew. So it's and even with the zombie one where they're superheroes, like a mismatched bandit crew, you know, saving the day with some fenced up zombies. I mean, I feel like we're getting all the concepts in one fell swoop, and I'm living for it here. Man, oh man, and I think that's all of them, because I just checked in my next one on my playlist is Round Zero, and I think we covered all 13 crews. I would hope so, and really, and I know this was pretty long, but I know it'd probably be 3 times longer if I actually stopped and talked through every single one of them. But we're gonna reserve that for Round Zero, when each crew gets a little bit of love when we see the stage versions of what we have to offer with these crews. Goodness gracious, this was phenomenal. What a ride this first exposure to D.League has been for me. Like I've already said, I have never watched anything from D.League before until today. I've seen maybe an excerpt or two at most just from Instagram with zero context, really knowing what this is about. I just cannot wait to actually, part of me gets to live my little commentator dreams and gets to kind of do a play-by-play walkthrough of why one team took the other in a battle and a match and that kind of stuff, because that's what we're getting into. We're getting into a league. We're not getting into a competition circuit. This is a league of professional crews. And we just got to see a trailer of what we have to offer with these crews and their affiliates. And I think that this is going to be just as much of a wild ride as in any other video. But it's such a new realm for me that I feel like I get to learn more about my own perspective within this particular side of the dance world, because I've never explored it before. And I'm really excited that I get to tap into this in this way, having other people along the ride for me and with me. If you want to see more D.League content, if you want to see K-pop dance content in general, like I said, I'm helping represent the US, Korea, China, and Japan with a lot of these different circuits that are going on in leagues and just content in general. I really try to be open-minded to different styles, especially when street styles is involved. That's more of my scope, which is why I choose to explore and analyze that accordingly in a choreographic context. If you want to see more of that, I have that on YouTube, but it is always posted on Patreon first, just like this video. And I cannot wait to get into the discussions for this. Which team was your favorite out of all of them? I really want to know, and I cannot wait to get into the rounds. Love you guys. I'm Jess. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.